So it looks like it's official. The Miami Hurricanes are rocking the Miami Knights against Georgia Tech. And you know what that also means? Our guy Kam Kinchens is back. What's going on, Canes fans? That's right, the official Miami Hurricanes Twitter account tweeted out a few hours ago that the Miami Knights is happening against Georgia Tech. Now, what I'm going to do is jump over here to Twitter and just show you guys some new pictures that they uploaded. And it's pretty sick here because they decided to feature Kam Kinchens. Now, we'll talk about Kam here again in just a moment, but I just want to showcase these new pictures for the Miami Knights. We all know Georgia Tech kickoff for next Saturday is 8 p.m. Eastern time, and that provides the perfect opportunity to use these uniforms because right now we don't know if we're going to have another nighttime game, and this one is locked in, and I think it would be kind of smart to maybe give some even more momentum, some extra momentum going into this first ACC game, because a lot of Canes fans are arguing, saying, Coop, it's just Georgia Tech. Why would we rock the alternate unis in that game? But again, it's the first ACC game. This gives some, extra excitement for the players, and I actually think that it's a really good idea. And, the Clemson game will probably be like a noon or a 3:30 kickoff, and you don't want to be rocking all black in South Florida in an environment like that, right? Would not be a good idea. But it's really awesome because the Miami Hurricanes football Twitter featured Kam Kinchens in all the pictures. They've added kind of this sick little edit with kind of the green coming off of it. And personally, I was a pretty big fan of these uniforms when they announced them last year. I understand why Mario Cristobal didn't let the team wear them because he felt like they had to earn it. He didn't want to deal with, any of the backlash and things about rocking the alternate uniforms and Miami being 5-7, right? So completely understandable. You can see here on that pic where they have the all green U in the middle with the shield. This still has the older Adidas logo, not the minimalist one that takes the Adidas away from underneath it. So it's got the full logo here. I don't think they made any changes. These are the same ones from last year, so we're not diving super deep into it. I know Canes fans don't really like the numbers. They mess with the color and the outline, but at the end of the day, it's an alternate uniform. This isn't something that we rock week in and week out. It's a one-time thing. So I don't mind Adidas getting creative and stepping outside the box and doing something different. Now, when I mentioned Kam Kinchens being back, all signs point to that being the case. You know that Mario Cristobal likes to keep things under wraps, but if you remember not too long ago, a Miami Hurricanes fan had tweeted at Canes Football and asked them why we weren't rocking the Miami Knights sooner, and they responded with this: saving the Miami Knights theme so we can all see number 5 in black. And this happened after his injury against Texas A&M. We all know where he was rushed to the hospital, and there haven't been a ton of updates about him since then. So given that they said they want to save the Miami Knights for when Kam Kinchens is back, and then they announce Miami Knights against Georgia Tech, and all the pictures have Kam Kinchens and the Miami Knights, I think you can put 2 and 2 together, and we figured this thing out. So I'm really excited about it. The thing is, let's talk about it for just a couple more minutes here. I'm seeing so many Canes fans that hate these, that are saying it's stupid. They don't understand why we would ever mess with the uniforms. And you've got to understand, guys, that times are different. College football has evolved. It's changed. And sometimes the players want to look good while they're playing good. It just is what it is. Even if you don't like the design, that's one thing. But if you want to argue, let's just focus on winning. I don't want to see us rocking alternate uniforms. Newsflash, I can promise you that both the coaches and the players are focused on winning. This isn't something that creates a distraction for them. They literally, the team will come out, the equipment team, and will lay everything out for them. The players just have to put it on. But you got to get with the times, man, and know that there are going to be some recruits at this game. It's going to be an electric atmosphere, 8 p.m. kickoff. And with those recruits being on the sidelines, if Miami takes care of business against Georgia Tech, again, wins and looks good doing it, it can, in fact, make an impact. Again, whether you like it or not, honestly, is irrelevant. And I understand the argument of, keeping it traditional. I don't care about the alternate stuff. But for the people who truly believe that uniforms determine the outcome of a game, those people that say, the last time, the blackout won was 2017 Notre Dame. Otherwise, all this parlay junk and other blackout nonsense has been losses. I ask you this question. We went all traditional last year in 2022, and we went 5-7. So I'm just throwing out a counter argument here that if you think that based on what uniform you wear determines the outcome of the game, how come we went all traditional last year and we still lost? It's because what uniform you wear doesn't matter. I hate to break it to you, but that special shirt you wear on game day doesn't actually matter. Is it fun to joke about? Sure, it is. I like to have a good time with it, but only with the people that can take a joke and they know it's actually silly and you're just joking. Not the people who actually believe it determines the outcome of the game, because that's disrespectful to the coaches and the players who prepare for the games. So I'm hyped. I'm excited about it. Blackout. Cam is back. As far as I know, I think Dean and Mesidor are going to be back as well. Don't quote me on that just yet, but I think that's going to be the case. So blackout, Miami Knights against Georgia Tech. And I also wanted to share that it looks like Clemson is in fact going to be a whiteout. I know I'm a couple weeks ahead, but I want to throw this out there so that way Canes fans can plan accordingly, myself included, because I don't think I have any white Miami Hurricanes gear. I maybe have one white shirt, maybe, that says Miami across the front, and I don't even know if I do. So just to let you know, it looks like it's going to be a whiteout based on the email that was sent out to Miami Hurricanes fans. It says whiteout, Hard Rock Stadium. Get ready for October 21st, whiteout against Clemson, and then of course you can click the link to shop the apparel. But that's not 100% confirmed just yet, but it does look like it's going to be the case. Keep in mind that doesn't mean that the team is wearing all white. I know that would make sense, but I don't know if that's the case yet because it is a home game. I know you probably wouldn't typically do that at home, so I don't know. Either way, it looks like they want the fans to do a whiteout, which would look pretty cool. So you might want to shop around and just precautionary, at least look for something, maybe grab another shirt or some shorts or something. And I'm going to do the same thing. But man, listen, I just wanted to take a moment to share the news, the blackout against Georgia Tech, whiteout against Clemson, and just speak my mind, with all these Canes fans who hate going against anything other than the traditional look. You, of course, are welcome to have an opinion as well, and it's okay if you disagree with mine. My motto here is, if the team's taking care of business, let the players have some fun. I know that they enjoy rocking alternate uniforms. I know that the recruits think it's a cool thing, and it just is what it is. Some of the old timers have a hard time realizing and understanding that the game has evolved and changed, and I'm in the same boat in some aspects. The transfer portal is kind of frustrating at times, but you got to play the game. If we're going to have a college football team, if we're going to be in this thing, we're going to have to play along. It just is what it is. You got to evolve, adapt, change, or get left behind. And as long as Miami's taking care of business, I don't care what they wear. We can walk out there in cut some holes in some garbage bags and wear them. Put the pads under them. I don't care as long as Miami is winning. We'll all be happy. And I can almost bet you, this is the last thing I want to say, I can almost bet you that if Miami takes care of business on Saturday, a lot more Canes fans will be liking those uniforms. Can almost promise you that'll be the case. A lot more. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. It's okay. It's okay if you disagree. No problems, no issues. We're here to have adult conversations and just have fun with this thing. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.